The man had barely parked his newly purchased car when it was hit by another vehicle. Not only that, but the other driver didn't even stop. Enraged, the man got back in his car to chase after them, only to accidentally collide with a truck on the side of the road. However, it was all a misunderstanding, and the root cause was this car. Not long ago, Tony spent a fortune on what was touted as the smartest minivan, taking his family on vacation. Just as he got onto the highway, Tony was showing off his new car when the intelligent cruise control malfunctioned shortly after he turned it on. The dashboard light turned yellow, and the speed was stuck at 130 miles per hour. Neither braking nor touching the screen worked. He had no choice but to nervously swerve left and right on the highway. His father told him to first press the accelerator and then brake hard, so Tony did as instructed, and the speed shot up to 140 miles per hour. His father then told him to press it a few more times, and the speed shot up to 160 miles per hour, completely uncontrollable. Tony hurriedly called the salesperson, but the person was busy and hung up after a few dismissive words. He cursed angrily and could only continue dodging on the highway at 160 miles per hour. While dodging a truck, he scraped the door of a man's car. The man opened the door, but Tony's car had already sped away. Heartbroken over his damaged car, he threw the door into the backseat and angrily gave chase. On the road, the man received a call from his mother, telling him to come home for dinner. But he was furious and determined to catch up with Tony to settle the score. Tony shouted at the pursuing traffic police that the car couldn't stop, but the speed was too high and the wind was too loud for them to hear clearly. His wife had their daughter hold up a tissue with SOS written on it to signal for help, but the note flew out and hit the traffic police officer's face, then drifted onto the man's car, blocking his view. The man cursed a few times and continued chasing. As they approached the toll booth, the traffic police directed traffic in the opposite direction, blocking the entrance. Tony drove into the oncoming lane to get through, and the man followed suit. Along the way, a wasp flew into the car, and the father panicked. The wife tried to cover the wasp with a newspaper, nearly knocking out her sister-in-law. Tony hit it with his shoe, causing the airbag to deploy, finally driving the wasp away. The father urgently needed to urinate, so he used a plastic bag. Tony threw the bag out the window, hitting the man. The man was furious and put on a bucket to continue chasing them. The brake pedal broke, and when Tony threw it out the window, it hit the traffic police officer. The traffic police arrived to take him away, and his wife was rescued by a helicopter. Tony and his father stayed in the car until it was lifted by a crane. The car fell apart and crashed to the ground, leaving both of them unharmed. In the